So welcome back to the Astro Dawn channel. This is a series of sun signs. So basically sun sign in Aries. This is what this video is going to be. A common misconception with astrology is that we are only our sun sign. So say if you was born December 19th, I think that's Sagittarius. You would say I'm a Sagittarius, but what people don't understand is that we're a conglomeration of all of the signs. You feel me? So I'm gonna shed some light on that, but right now, today specifically, I'm touching on sun sign Aries. So when you look at your natal chart, your birth chart, when you look at Aries, Aries is made up of, Aries is ruled by the first house. It's a fire sign. It's a cardinal modality. And the planets that rule, the planet that rules Aries is Mars. And the sun is exalted in Mars, right? So when you look at the first house, Sasha, no. When you look at the first house is basically how you see things. Everything in your personal life is how you see them, you know? So that rules Aries. So Aries is a fire sign. Fire. I gotta go through a little bit of disclaimers before I get to the actual meat and bones of the video. I just gotta lay down some things first, you feel me? So Aries is a fire sign. When you think of fire, these are the expressors, the feelers. These are upbeat. When you think of fire, what do you think of? You see fire dancing. It's not held down by anything. So Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries all share the same thing. They don't like to be held down. They don't like to be burdened. Fire is light, upbeat, optimistic. And Aries is a cardinal sign. Cardinal, the modalities are cardinal, mutable, and fixed, right? So when you look at Aries, Aries kicks off spring, right? So it's the start. It's the it's the initiator. It's the start. It's the flame. It's very, very fast, because we're in winter one day and then you turn around, it's like, damn, it's hot as shit. So that also goes into the archetype of Aries. Now, the planet that rules Aries is Mars, right? Mars is about passion, motivation, desire. Mars is like a fiery planet, right? So when we bring all of these things together, we have Aries. Aries is a fire sign. They're very upbeat. They don't like to be bottled down by things. If you get, what the fuck? Sasha, come here. What the fuck? My bad, y'all. She just got, the fuck is that? Ugh. She got this shit in her leash. It's like a crawfish or some shit. What the fuck? Ugh. The hell was you doing, Sasha? Ugh, got maggots coming out of it and shit. That shit out of here. Ugh. Sorry about that. So when you talk about Aries, fire sign, they're upbeat. They don't like to be held down by anything. So if you get an Aries around a lot of earth signs, Aries is the fun of the party. They're upbeat. They're hype. They're cardinal, initiating and creating new ways of being upbeat, being optimistic, being lighthearted, bro. They're around too many earth signs. It's like, damn, where's everybody's life at? Where's your spirit at, bro? I'm up here dancing and shit. You got a dry face, Capricorn. Or you just trying to be too logical and shit. Oh, maybe we shouldn't do this today because I got rent tomorrow and blah, blah, blah. Virgo, you feel me? But Aries in a nutshell is very, very direct, very straight to the point. Mars brings that also, because Mars is the ruler of Aries. So when you get Mars in a sign like Aries, direct, initiator of expressions. So Mars is gonna take that and be very direct with it, very, very passionate about it. Aries are very, very passionate people. I'm thinking about it because My mom is an Aries moon and a Gemini sun. So her moon comes out through her sun. It's like, bro, she's a ball of fire, bro. If you have a lot of Aries in your chart, you're like a ball of fire. You feel me? Now, where they fall short is Saturn falls in Aries. So for lack of better words, Saturn does not like being in Aries. Saturn rules Libra, and Libra is opposite of Aries. So Saturn doesn't like being in Aries. That's why I say they do not like being bottled down. Saturn is about responsibility, authority, practicality, routine, and pattern. Aries don't like that. If you come and try to cage an Aries in, they'll literally fight you. Like Aries are warriors, real life. Aries is the ram. You know, you look at the constellation, we symbolize Aries as a ram, and Aries rules the head. So a lot of Aries, they got big heads, like real life. A lot of Aries, they have very distinct head shapes. Also, another thing that I've noticed is their eyebrows. Their eyebrows are very, very distinct. When you talk about Aries, they kind of like point down and come up like that. It's like a ram, like that. Yeah, like that. Like that. But Saturn falls here. So they don't like being held down by anything. They're like Sagittarius in this way, because Aries is very, very individualistic. They have to be themselves. They have to be. They have no other option to. You feel me? So when you talk about the sun is also exalted in Aries. So basically, the sun loves being here, right? I know I touched on Mars a little bit. Mars is home in Aries, right? So when you're home, you can do anything you want. You could kick back, chill, watch TV, sit on the couch, go into your passions, Mars, your motivations, desires. So that's the home. The sun is home there. But no, I'm sorry. Mars is the home, right? The sun is exalted there. The sun loves being in Aries. So it's like, where's somewhere that you love being? Kid in the candy store, right? Kid in the candy store. Perfect example. A kid in the candy store, that's where you love being. So the sun loves being in Aries, because the sun could act out his motivations, desires. The sun is about action. The sun is about what you see, right? The first house is about how you see things, right? But the sun is about what you see. So think about this. If your sun is in Aries, you'll have a very keen awareness of expressions, how other people feel, how other people express themselves. You're very aware of passions, motivations, and desires. This is why Aries is a warrior. They're aware of a lot of this shit, and sometimes their lives can play out as warlike in a sense, because they're ruled by the planet of war, Mars. And then you bring the sun there also, a lot of action. That's what they see. That's their life. It's like they don't know any other way to see things, because that's what they see, right? So that is basically Aries in a nutshell. Do not try to cage down in Aries. Do not try to bring too much logic and practicality to an Aries, because they'll look at you like, no, sometimes I just want to express myself. It don't matter if it makes sense or not. They're very, very fiery. When you spark a candle, it's like a spark on a candle. It's like that first spark. So Aries, every time you see them, they're going to be starting an expression, starting a way of seeing and feeling about things, because they're a fire sign, right? So that's basically Aries in a nutshell. These people are very, very fun to be around, but they can be hard to actually, like, when it's time to work and bog down something and make practical sense of it, they can kind of fall short here because of Saturn, especially. Nope. Oh, and another thing I forgot to touch on too. Venus hates being here, right? So Saturn falls here because Saturn rules Libra, and Libra is the opposite of Aries. So Venus is exalted in Libra, so it hates being in Aries. This is basically like you're going to work somewhere that you hate being, somewhere that you gotta be. You're going to the DMV or the NVA or Department of Transportation, whatever it is in your state. I don't know. They got a lot of fucking weird names for it. This is basically you going there. You having to do shit that you don't want to do, but you have to do it with whatever you got. And whatever you got isn't the best thing to do it with, right? So when you bring Venus in Aries, a lot of Aries feel like they have a lack of love in their life. And I'm not gonna lie, Aries is fucking haters, bro. Aries is dead ass haters. Like, if you're an enemy of an Aries, they will make that very known, because Venus is at detriment in there. So automatically they're gonna compensate the lack of Venus with the Sun and Mars, what they have, right? So they're gonna make that known. They're gonna put actions toward that. They're gonna express that. They're gonna initiate, create new ways of seeing and feeling about that, bro. So in terms of their love life, Aries really, it's hard for an Aries to like really show emotion. They can express themselves. They can express themselves energetically and expressing and dancing and creating things, but when it comes to connecting with an emotions, like, how do you feel about that? They don't know how to really like connect to it, because that's not their nature, right? So they're gonna compensate the lack of Venus with Mars. Oh yeah, I fucking love you. I do you not see what I do for you? They're gonna make it into like a war, because they don't really know any other way how to do it. And that's also where they fall short a lot of the times, because sometimes you need Venus, bro. A lot of the times you need Venus. You need to express emotions and love and care for other people. But Aries can't do that. They just give people Mars and actions and ideas and expressions and shit, bro. So Aries, work on being a lot more tender-hearted. I've dated an Aries too, and my mom is a Mars in Aries. My mom is a Moon in Aries, right? So I understand his energy very well. You can come off the wrong way a lot of times, but sometimes Aries, slow the fuck down. Not everybody's trying to go to war with you, bro. Not everything is warlike in your life. Sometimes it's just how you see it. You know what? Chill out, bro. But the video is getting a little bit long. That's basically the archetype of Aries and the sun of Aries in a nutshell.